Hey guys, wide receiver Sam Bake checking in. This is the Road to the Dome.
Welcome to the All-American Bowl's Road to the Dome. I'm Coy Robinson. Each year, the All-American Bowl celebrates the absolute best in high school football. From Adrian Peterson to Sam Howell and Odell Beckham Jr. to Chase Young, the Alamo Dome in San Antonio is where America is first introduced to the football stars of tomorrow.
Where are you going to play your college football?
We're hitting the road to visit communities all across the nation to honor this year's athletes who have been named to the 2022 All-American Bowl. We'll take an inside look at these athletes as they try on their All-American jerseys for the first time and hear from some of them as they tell us just how it feels to join the elite list of athletes who've come before them. We'll also check in with 24/7 Sports as they provide some insight on these top athletes. Now, let's meet this week's All-Americans.
Offensive lineman Hunter Erb. Wide receiver Sam Mbake. Punter Bryce McFerson. Defensive back Toriano Pride Jr. Quarterback Gunner Stockton. And offensive lineman Tegra Tshabola.
This is Brandon Huffman, National Recruiting Editor for 24/7 Sports. When you're looking for the optimal offensive tackle, Hunter Erb is how you draw him up. At 6'6", 305 pounds, the Hazlitt Eaton lineman has the power in the running game and the quickness to get to the next level to finish off his blocks while flashing great flexibility and bend. When he's in pass protection, you see the feet chopping and how quickly he neutralizes edge rushers. In Erb, you also have an in-state lineman for Jimbo Fisher's Aggies. While Texas A&M has recruited nationally the last few years, make no mistake, Jimbo Fisher wants Texans in that locker room, and Erb fits that bill. He's not just one of the premier prospects in the state of Texas, but he's one of the top linemen nationally in the 2022 class. And for good measure, Erb also throws a discus for Eaton High School. Georgia receiver Sam Mbake is one of the most physically impressive receivers in this class, with a frame that should continue to add more strength in college. And he plays with that same physicality, choosing to run through or over defender rather than running around him. He's been used wisely in the short and intermediate passing game, but as he gets bigger and faster, we anticipate he'll be used as more of a downfield threat and a sure red zone target. He's a long strider, not a blazer, but he consistently gets behind defensive backs en route to the end zone when he's used to take the top off. Florida, Georgia, LSU, Miami, and Ole Miss seem to be possible destinations for him. North Carolina punter and kicker Bryce McFerson is one of the premier combo kickers in the country, with the ability to be both a place kicker and a punter. In the All-American Bowl, he'll be utilized as a punter and could be the primary kicker on kickoffs, with college-ready kicks into the end zone routinely. It's not unusual for McPherson to hit punts in the 50-plus yard range and a 5-second-plus hang time, and he's averaging 45 yards plus a punt and a 4.7 hang time. Some of the most prominent punting and kicking coaches in the country say what really sets him apart is his ability to control his punts directionally. He'll be staying in state, committing already to Wake Forest. The pride of East St. Louis, Toriano Pride Jr., is also hoping to be the pride of Clemson at some point, with the 5'11", 172-pounder committed to Dabo Swinney and the Tigers. Now, with one of the best wide receiver rooms in the country, Pride seems primed and ready to go up against that group each day in practice for the Tigers. He can press or he can play off man, and he can play as either a field or boundary corner. His ability to close and lay a hit is impressive. He may not have the size of many DBs, but when he brings contact, he'll hit you like a linebacker. Pride also plays receiver and running back for East St. Louis, but he's a threat to score with the ball in his hands, and his ability to make plays makes him a threat there to return picked off passes to the end zone. Do you want productivity in your quarterback? Kirby Smart does, and he'll get it from Raven County passer Gunner Stockton, who chose to stay in state and play for the Bulldogs. a sneaky good athlete, Stockton is efficient and a statistical star, carving out one of the best quarterback careers in the Peach State with his senior year yet to be finished. Going into his senior season as a prep, Stockton has already thrown for over 9,500 yards and 122 touchdowns to just 16 interceptions, while also rushing for nearly 3,500 yards and over 60 touchdowns. And he continues to grow as a passer, knowing when to buy time and throw his receivers open or when to tuck it and run. He's a strong, thickly built quarterback who can bounce off tacklers and throw off rhythm. And he can use touch instead of just rifle passes in when he needs to. While Ryan Day has gone national in his recruiting, continuing on what Urban Meyer did during his time in Columbus, at the end of the day, he still wants players from the state of Ohio to stay and play for Ohio State. And that's exactly what Lakota West offensive lineman Tegra Tshabola plans to do, with the Westchester, Ohio native choosing to stay home to play for the Buckeyes. In fact, Tshabola is the kind of guy who, when he visits campus or goes to games at the shoe, could already be mistaken for a current Buckeye, looking like a college player already. Tshabola has some positional versatility. He can play right tackle at the next level, or we can see him slide inside and be a mauling run blocker as a guard, where he can use his leverage and pad level to open holes for his running backs. Wherever he lines up, though, the Buckeyes are glad that he's doing that at home in the state of Ohio. For 24/7 Sports, I'm Brandon Huffman, and we'll see you next week on the Road to the Dome.
Hi, his name is Hunter. He's an offensive lineman and he goes to Eaton High School. Okay. To be an All-American, it is a dream come true, and he wouldn't be here without his family at home and his family on the football field. Giggle. Yeah!
Hey, it's Sam Bake checking in, wide receiver from North Cobb High School. I'm very thrilled to be participating in this year's NBC All-American game. Being an All-American to me means everything for me and my community, especially this North Cobb community. Everybody that's been pushing me, my coaches, my teammates, my mom, my dad, my friends and family. I just want to thank you guys very much.
Hey, I'm Bryce McFerson. I'm a punter from Metrolina Christian Academy High School in North Carolina. Being an All-American to me means so much, and I would like to thank God first, and then I would like to thank my coach Dan Orner for training me and building me into the punter I am, and I would like to thank my head coach, Coach Langley, for putting me on the stage, even as a freshman, to perform, and I would like to thank my parents and friends for pushing me and helping me achieve greatness.
We finally found the perfect house.
Yeah, we couldn't believe the deal we got. Just lucky, I guess.
We're a little closer to the airport than we thought.
At least GEICO makes bundling our home and car insurance easy.
Saving us so much money.
Hey, how was your flight? Good.
Morning, Ted.
For bundling made easy, go to geico.com.
Back slow, you would never see that. Use the trap though.
Oh no! The All-American Bowl's Road to the Dome is brought to you by GEICO and Visit San Antonio.
Hey, what's up? My name is Toriano Jr., and I'm a cornerback out of East St. Louis Senior High School, and I'm proud to be an All-American. First off, I'd like to thank my mom, my dad, my family, my friends, coaches, my trainers. my teachers. If it wasn't for them, I wouldn't be where I'm at today. Being an All-American has always been a dream of mine ever since I was a little kid. And I just can't wait to represent everybody that's helping me this journey. I'm ready to work.
Hey, I'm Gunnar Stockton, quarterback at Rabun High School. I'm gonna unbox this. There we go. Looking sweet. Yep. Decent colors. It's a pretty cool honor just to be named with Trevor Lawrence, who has been and done this and what he has done now, and it's a pretty cool honor just to be named to those guys. And first I want to thank my family, who's always been there for me, Rabun High School, and our community, who has always been there for me. And it's a pretty cool thing, and hopefully they can enjoy it as much as I do.
Gunnar, I just want to say thank you, man, and what you've done for us as a high school and what your family's done for us as a community. It's been fun to watch you for 4 years. I love you, and best of luck to you, man. You know we've always got your back.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Probably not something I thought would happen when I was a freshman, just coming into the sport. I mean, really starting to get good at the sport. I really didn't think I'd get to this point, but I mean, it's here. I'm ready for it. I'm training every day for it. I mean, it's awesome. It's an awesome opportunity. I mean, I've seen all these guys that have played in this game, all these superstars that have played in this game. It's just awesome to be able to really step in their shoes a little bit and get to see a glimpse of the future.
Hey guys, this is Gus Ramos with the All-American Bowl, and this is our Gatorade Refueling Stop of the Week. Tonight, I am joined by North Cobb standout Sam Mbake out of the state of Georgia. Sam, how does it officially feel to be a 2022 All-American?
Honestly, Mr. Ramos, it feels great. Honestly, it's a blessing. I've always been watching the game since I've been younger, since I've been a little kid. So right now, it's just nothing but just greatness to me. You know those dreams that you have when you're younger, but you never think they're going to come true, and then they come true. It's just like amazing to you. It's an amazing feeling. It's just a blessing from God.
You actually have a teammate, Marquise, who's going to come down and join you in Texas when we play in January. What is it going to be like to have one of your buddies down there with you?
Playing with Marquise, that's great, man. That's my brother for real. It's Deuce. It's Deuce and Big Foe. That's what we call it around here. Like, I love Keith. But for him to be All-American too, it also just pushes us in practice better. Like, it makes us go harder and harder even every day just because we know what we have.
So we got kids from all across the country coming down to play, but we got a handful of kids from the state of Georgia. What is it about the football down there that makes you guys so special?
Georgia's different. It's different down south. It's different. It's faster. It's harder. It's different. It's not like everywhere else. Like everywhere else got like one good attribute. Georgia got them all. Like, it's different.
You got all that stuff behind you, letters from different schools, different things you received. When are you going to shut down your recruitment?
January 8th, right on NBC.
Can you give us a sneak peek into some of the hats that are going to be on the table? I know we're still a couple months out, but
I can't give a hat, but hey, if you see the wall, hey.
All right, for sure, man. Well, I can't wait to see you guys do your thing down in Texas, and best of luck the rest of the year down there.
Yes, sir. Thank you. You have a good day, Mr. Ramos.
You too, Sam. Take care.
What's up, everyone? It's your boy D-Bell here, a wide receiver at Purdue University and a former All-American. I'm just here to congratulate all the 2022 All-Americans who have been selected as some of the top players in the nation. I just want you guys to go out there, have fun, ball out, show out for your family. Last but not least, make sure you leave your legacy. Y'all take care.
Once again, congratulations and welcome to each of our All-Americans. Be sure to follow us on the road to the Dome as we continue to meet this year's athletes every Wednesday at 8 p.m. Eastern right here on the NBC Sports YouTube channel. Don't miss this year's All-American Dream Preview Special, where we'll share the stories of some of this year's athletes, both on and off the field, airing Sunday, January 2nd on NBC. And of course, you can catch all these athletes in action at the 2022 All-American Bowl from San Antonio, Texas on Saturday, January 8th, live on NBC and Peacock.
Hi, I'm Mike Tirico, and thanks for watching. Make sure to hit subscribe for the latest news and highlights from NBC Sports.